my loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're back with, I felt like I flexed my muscles a little too hard there. We're back with another concealer review, and today we're going to be reviewing the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealers. Somebody. Man, this one-man army thing is getting a little tiring. These concealers have gained a lot of attention on social media. They have come out with 20 different shades. So they've got a pretty light shade right here and a pretty dark shade right here. I love the fact that they've got a lot of different undertones. They've got green undertone, blue undertone, neutrals, and yeah. That's it. I definitely believe that they have space to add in between shades. I'm sure Huda Beauty will do that in future. But this is quite an impressive color range to come out with your first concealer launch. She boasts of having 31% of pure pigment in these concealers, and that apparently is the highest amount of pigment in any concealers. That would suggest that this is a fully high coverage concealer. They also say that they have skincare actives such as albizia julibrissin. Are they just random words to confuse us? It's got green tea extracts and Jericho rose extracts. The Overachiever not only conceals but soothes and protects the delicate skin around the eye. The Overachiever also has a luxurious Zamac tip to help instantly soothe and depuff as you apply, which leaves you looking bright and refreshed and awake. This product is made in Italy. This contains 10 ml of product. Huda Beauty is cruelty free. And initially when I was seeing the reviews on Instagram, I was thinking that that is a very unnecessary tip to add to a concealer because you never really apply your concealer straight from the tube, right? So I was like, why waste your money on applying such a fancy bit of, let's just blend that in. If she adds a metal tip that is unnecessary to the concealer tube, we consumers are paying the price for it because we are also paying the price for the expensive packaging. This packaging is definitely of quality. It feels really good. But once I got this concealer in hand and the very first time I applied this under my eyes, this tip stays cool. And every time I rub it under my eyes, I definitely do instantly feel relaxed. And I don't know about depuffing, but it definitely cools down my under eye area. So I don't think it's wasteful anymore. I actually really like it. The collection also comes with a conceal and blend brush. I'll get to this brush very soon. Let's talk about the concealer. Now this concealer, guys, when she was talking about the pigments in the concealer, she was not joking. This is very high coverage. It gives you a super matte finish and it gives you a very long lasting finish. Unlike the foundation, it does not crease up under my eyes and it does not really accentuate the fine lines on my forehead as long as you really prep and moisturize your skin before. One downside, if you can call it a downside, is that it dries down in an instant. It's like a record time. You apply it and by the time you take your brush to blend it, it's dried, it's put, it's on your face. So you have to work really fast. You can't be doing the beauty blogger type, draw stripes all over the face and then slowly reach out to your beauty blender and slowly blend it out. By the time you reach on the other side, you'll have like set stripes on your face. This happened to me the very first time I filmed an Instagram tutorial of this. And what happens is the concealer actually takes away your foundation as well when you apply it, so it really sets and grabs on to whatever is underneath on your face as well, so it removes the foundation and everything if you don't work really fast. These concealers work very well as an eyeshadow primer. They can be used as your under eye concealer. They can be used around your hyperpigmentation acne scars. They can also be used as contour. Now if you have dry and patchy skin, this has the tendency to cling on to dry patches, and if you have flaky skin, it definitely will cling on to those flaky skin bits. So you have to exfoliate your skin and really moisturize and prep your skin before you apply this concealer. That amount of skin prep is totally worth it because the concealer gives a very flawless, fine application. As you can see, my under eyes look so smooth. I love it. I use the shade 22N for my under eyes and 24G around my mouth, and they are a perfect match for this purpose. Now when it comes to the brush that it comes with, this is actually a really good concealer brush, but this can't, in my opinion, be used with these concealers. This brush is a little stiff as well, and the concealer formula is a little stiff as well. It really doesn't, like, it takes a lot to like spread it out because it sets by then. I would rather use a beauty sponge or a fluffier concealer brush like the Zoeva Concealer Buffer brush number 142. It's like a round tiny buffer brush, so you can really get in there and blend it out before it sets, or a beauty blender works just fine. This brush also comes with a pointy tip, which is perfect to do your nose contouring or detailed like blemish, you know, or like hyperpigmentation coverage. The price of this goes for $30 and the brush sells for $25. Now this, I think it's called the Basic Blender or something like that. I couldn't find details of this on the website, on the Shop HUDA Beauty website, and I couldn't find it in her pamphlet either. But this sponge is quite good. When it is small, it's quite dense, but once it's all fluffed out, it's really good to blend out your concealer and your foundation. It's got a flat edge which really helps to get in there in your corners and everything. Now if you saw my YBP video, I had compared the YBP sponge alongside the beauty blender, the original one. Now the Huda Beauty sponge is like a baby of the YBP and the beauty blender, so you'll know exactly what it feels like. This concealer definitely lasts a very long time on your face. It does not really settle down into your fine line if you have prepped and primed well in advance. I also want to show you the lightest shade and the darkest shade it comes with, just for your reference. This is the lightest shade. It's called Whipped Cream, and the very first time you open it, guys, it looks so beautiful with that metal tip not being used and everything. It reminds me of a high-end, like a Vichy under eye cream. It's quite satisfying to see it come out of there as well. So that is Whipped Cream, the lightest shade. And here we have the darkest shade, which is called Chocolate Chip. That really does look like a chocolate chip. And there are 18 shades in between these. I just applied it and it's already set on my hand, you know. It really sets fast, you guys. It really sets fast. Alrighty guys, so this is what my concealer looks like after 6 hours of application. The concealer still looks pretty flawless. It has not creased under my eyes. It has not creased on my fine lines or my smile lines. It still looks matte. It still looks pretty darn flawless. I am very impressed. Have you tried this concealer out? What were your thoughts? And if you haven't, are you planning on getting this concealer? They are available on Sephora and Harvey Nichols, I believe. They're also available in Debenhams Middle East, I believe. Just in case you missed it, all the videos are right down below. The details of my makeup will be listed on my Instagram page, so make sure you check me out there. And I shall see you in my next one.